Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat. It's hard for me to see if the numbers are going or not, but we're at the laundromat in Big Springs, Texas. I looked up this laundromat. It's called Sun Laundromat, and it seems to have high ratings. Look, they give free popsicles. They give free popsicles, and the ladies in there are very nice. So I decided to come and, do my laundry right here after the swimming. And while I'm waiting for the laundry, the wash, I took the dogs walking around here. So it's a cute little town, this town. I mean, it's kind of little. It's a little bit bigger than the town I live in. Maybe it's about the size of the county. But it's nice. You don't see, even the houses that are run down and kind of, they don't look like, even they keep those places looking nice. Like, this is a nice town. Everything is clean. The streets are nice. But most likely the houses here are more expensive because it's a little nicer. Because, you go to a town that's all run down and messed up looking like mine, you're going to find a cheap house. That's what I was looking for. I just wasn't looking for the corruption and the gang stalking and all that shit. But yeah, where I live, they could fix that place up, but they don't care about improving the community. All they care about, the politicians and the people who are the supposed leaders, all they care about is filling their own pockets. That's why no one can get ahead over there. That's why there's the businesses, they're not thriving, they're crappy. The only business that supposedly is doing good is the meat market there, but that guy's stealing money from everyone in town. That's how he's supporting his market. That's how he has all the nice things he has, because he's stealing from everyone in town. Yeah, kind of sucks, but oh well. I only have to deal with that, a couple months a year. But I'll still keep talking trash about them, because that's what they are. It's a bunch of trashy people that lead that town. There's some nice people there. People who do care, but they stay silent. Because number one, they don't want to look bad for the leaders, because the leaders maybe can offer them money or work or something. So they got to keep their mouth shut. Or else they lose their jobs. Or they lose something. Or they get picked on. Or they get bullied. Or they get gang stalked. For me, I don't care. I'm going to talk shit. They can gang stalk me and bully me all they want. I'm going to still talk shit. Because I like to. Anyways. It's nice here. I got my trailer over there. I'm really not that far. I think it's 7 minutes away. Now I'm walking around with a dirty shirt, though, because when I took the dogs walking, I put the rope around my waist, but the rope is so filthy that it got my son's shirt all dirty. I don't care, though. I don't care. I'm still going to go to the store and pick up what I need. The thing is I don't know where I put that shopping list. I had a shopping list to buy a couple things. I always do that, and then I forget the list. But maybe I'll be able to find it. I think it's somewhere in here. But they got an H-E-B here. I filled up with ice. I got 1 gallon of water because I only had enough change for that. So I figure if I'm going to go to H-E-B, I'm going to buy a bag of ice. And then if they have a water machine, I'll fill up my big water jug. Because I only filled up one for 35 cents. Now I have a whole bunch of coins because I'm at the laundromat. But I'm just going to leave those coins right there because you always need quarters or something. Well, when you're out and you're camping and you're, going on the road, like, you need to have quarters because a lot of these ice machines, some of them, they don't have the card or whatever. So you put in your coin. But yeah, I'm just sitting here now. I'm waiting for the dry. And I just realized I didn't check what time it was. So this is already at almost 5 minutes. So at 2:19. Okay. So at 2:45, 20, 30, 40. I think at like 2:50 my dryer is going to be done. And then that'll be the laundry. I haven't washed laundry since I left. Yeah, because sometimes I'll wear the same thing for a couple days. Because you know what? I don't care. Chica! Are you okay, babe? Oh, I think she has something up her nose. Oh, shit, I think she got it out. I hope she's okay. When we came back here, I got him a big bowl of water because, we're walking around the town. There's no, water or lake or anything here. Even over there at the Comanche Trail Park, I have to take him for a walk, and then we have to come back. I don't want to take him for, too long. Longer than, 30 minutes if I don't have water with me. If I start to get thirsty, we need to go back because that means they need water, too. Yeah, because I get thirsty all the time. I'm thirsty all the time. But sometimes when we come back and we get the water, they're not even thirsty. But me, I am, because I drink a lot of water. That's why I got so sick at that house, because I was guzzling water. That arsenic, probably lead in there, probably all kind of crazy shit in there. I feel healthier now. I got use back of this thumb. I thought I was never going to get use back. But I detoxed that arsenic water. I got a feeling in my hands back and my feet. I can finally move my thumb again. Yeah, that place is toxic. My house is nice. And I got clean water. But it's not really fair for the people in the town. My evil neighbor, I don't care what happens to her. Because she's evil. But everybody else in town deserves to have clean water. That's why people are dying. A whole bunch of people are dying there all the time. If these people would go to the doctor and ask them for that arsenic test, find out about the arsenic in their system, if they have too high levels of arsenic, because it'll show up in blood tests. They could sue that city for poisoning them. Yeah. They can do that because that city is in total violation. There's even proof of the violation. I have it. I have proof that they're in so much violation. So if I got sick, I should have went right away to the doctor and been like, can you test me for arsenic? Because I've been drinking the water and they told me it was safe. Because those people, you can sue them. You can sue the city hall, the commissioner and the mayor, the ladies in the city hall, whoever, for encouraging people to drink this poisonous water. Yeah, because that's what they're doing. It's in violation, but in their pamphlet, they're saying the water is safe to drink. No water with arsenic is safe to drink, especially with the levels they have there. Yeah. I don't know why people don't know this. You can sue the city if your relative dies or somebody dies, or they're real sick. Make sure you go in and get that test to see how high the level of arsenic in their body is, because the cancer they have could be from that, number one, and number two, it could be metastasizing the cancer to go all over, because maybe it feeds off the arsenic or the arsenic. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's scientific, you guys. But you know what? You guys should check if anybody from Woodsboro, your family's sick or dying, somebody has cancer or something, go and get checked, get a test of arsenic. If there's arsenic in the blood or high levels of arsenic, you can probably sue the city. And, if anything, they should pay for your medical bills, or even, for the funeral costs. Yeah. You should sue them for the cost of the funeral for your loved one, Pain and suffering. But people don't do that either, but I think it's because they have corrupt lawyers there too. When you look around the town over there, you can just tell that the lawyers there are only working for the leadership. Somebody could go there if the leadership doesn't like you, and then the lawyer finds out, oh, the leadership doesn't like this person, then we're going to do a bad job and make them lose the case. That's how the lawyers there are. They're corrupt, yeah. Especially the politician lawyers. Yeah. You can send them proof and evidence of everything, and they'll just turn a blind eye to it. But me, I put it online and show everybody, look, I gave this guy the evidence. He didn't do nothing. He must be involved. If they don't do anything, they're involved. So, like the sheriff's department, they tell you they're too busy when there's a crime or a mental health emergency. They say they're too busy. That's like federal crime. You know what it is? This town is really dumb. Even I think the leadership, the law enforcement, and the politicians there, they don't even know the law themselves. And some of them are lawyers. Some of them are lawyers. And I'm just talking a lot because I'm waiting for my laundry. But like the politicians over there who are lawyers, they don't even know the federal law. Like, how did they get their licenses? I remember one day I posted that the lawyers in this town get their degrees from a Cracker Jack box. They probably do, man. Oh, God, what can you do, you know? But that's all I have. I think I'm boring you guys too much, and I already have my popsicle. And you know what? I had my ice water. I left it in there. It's okay. I'll run back in there and get it. Anyways, I'm Mona. I look sloppy, but I don't care right now. I came, you know, I was swimming. I wanted to leave this on. It's still a little moist, so I'm in here and it feels nice and cool. You know, even when we were walking around the block and stuff, it felt nice and cool because you could feel the breeze and the wetness of, you know, when we get back, I'm going to take all this off and put some clean clothes on, but for right now, we're just running around town. I really don't care how I look. I don't care how I appear to anybody, because, you know, I just don't. As long as I'm following the law, paying for whatever I need to pay for, and being responsible, I really don't care. But that's all I have, you guys. I'm Mona, Sacred Geometry Universe, Video Journal Diary No, this is Chit Chat. I'm Mona, this is Chit Chat. I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Oh, you know what? I just realized. I think they got free Wi-Fi in there. Maybe I can upload some videos. I'm going to try. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.